So I'm going to go ahead and start the YouTube highlight from right here. This is where it'll be uploaded on YouTube. And I've actually had a lot of questions throughout the past few days, and I've always told them, just show up on Wednesday to the tank QA, and then that way, I'm not only explaining the answer to you, but we'll give answers to everybody as a whole. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get the questions coming. If you guys have any tank questions about anything, go ahead and post them in chat. That's kind of what this is about. And during downtime, the way this is going to work, if you guys aren't familiar, go ahead and put it back on here and then go to my Twitter. All right, the way this works is you guys post, I'm going to go through armory audits, and the way we're going to do this is the people that can come up with the coolest little tags, just like hashtag whatever. Like you can go down here last week and there was like one that was like hashtag sexy dinner, like all kind of funny stuff. So the cooler your little tag that you put on your armory, it has to be on my Twitter. So I'm going to go through here and pick out some armories to audit. So that is going to be what we'll start with. And while we are doing this, like I said, you click on the armory audit thing at the bottom of the stream. This gives you the spreadsheet, okay? And then we'll get going with this stuff, okay? So if you want your armory audited, don't post it in chat. Post it on my Twitter. That's the way that it goes. If you don't want to take the time to sign up for a Twitter account, hit follow, and then post it on my Twitter, then I don't have the time to go over your armory, okay? It's asking very little. You can make it happen if you want me to look at it, all right? Not trying to be a dick. That's just what it is, what it is, okay? Let's see. So let's go ahead and take a couple of armories. I'm sure somebody has at least posted one. Waiting on that. I've got a couple here that we can start with. Okay. I have a druid here. We'll go with this for right now. All right. And again, while all this is happening, I kind of want to just have it open, open floor QA. If you guys have questions, I really apologize if the chat's lagging and you guys are posting shit and I can't see it because, yeah, I haven't seen anything typed in several minutes. So it's actually not looking very good. I want to hit refresh, but I'm not sure how long that's going to actually take to refresh. Let's roll the dice. Maybe not a good idea. While that's loading, I'll just go ahead and start kicking this tank audit nonetheless. Let me double check here and make sure that no one that's watching... Okay, so no new ones posted yet. And of course there goes my dog, but whatever. Alright. Starting with this. Start with his gems. Druid. Gemming wise, looks like he's going Agi stam, Mastery stam, 3 stam JC. So I mean, gemming looks pretty solid. Let me just double check some socket bonuses and make sure he's picking up. Those. I mean, maybe go for that. It looks like he's ignoring the 20 Agi and below socket bonuses. I'd probably recommend picking those up just because it's free stat points. I mean, agility's still good for you as a druid tank. It's not bad. So we're just going to comment on that. Wouldn't hurt to pick up the 20 Agi socket bonuses. They are just free stat points. Okay. Going from there to enchants. He's got... I don't know if my chat's working. This is really annoying. Really, really annoying. Okay, we got 44 stem to gloves. I'd probably go with mastery there on the gloves. Use 65 mastery to gloves over 44 stem. Better. I mean, the thing is, it's not like, I mean, on a druid you can, you can get away with, focusing a lot on stamina just because kind of how a druid works, but it gets to the point to where, I mean, right here, this is, he's basically valuing stam at like a 1.5 to 1 ratio. I mean, like it's 44 stam versus 65 mastery. I mean, if you're looking at a gym, do you put a 50 mastery gym in or do you put a 75 stam gym in? That's a little different, but this is like the other way around. I mean, you're only getting 44 stamina as opposed to 65 mastery. So, I mean, I would definitely recommend putting 65 mastery on the gloves. Make sure I didn't miss any other saga bonuses. That's pretty much it with that. So let's go back over here. Also, wait, he's missing 250 armor to cloak. And put 250 armor on your cloak. Okay. Yeah, mastery can't be buffed. I'm aware of that, but you're buffing 44 stamina, which still isn't even going to get close to 65 mastery. So there's no way that you're really going to spin this unless it was in a situation where there's absolutely zero physical damage intake, in which case the stamina would trump the mastery. But I don't think that you can... I mean, your Saj would be the only fight that I could really see that argument being made for, would be on your Saj as a druid. That's the only fight where you really have that much magical damage, over, such a high ratio over the physical damage intake. Every single other fight, this tier, last tier, whatever, I mean, that's, you're going to be... The mastery is going to be the better choice, okay? So, I mean, yeah, sure, you're going to scale with the stamina, but it's 44 stamina compared to 65 mastery. It's not going to scale to the, it's not going to get to the point where you're getting 65 stamina out of it, and then even on a 1-to-1 ratio, it's, I'm sure you'd have to look at like some actual mathematics stat weights, but, I mean, even on a 1-to-1 ratio, I mean, like I said, you're comparing gems, you've got like a, this guy doesn't even have epic stam gems, but epic stam gems are 75 stam versus 50 mastery. So it's like, that's pretty much the item budget that you're going with, is it's like 75 stamina is somewhat equivalent to 50 mastery as far as budget points, because that's how the item points are budgeted, okay? And at no point, I mean, so it takes 25 more stamina to budget out the same as it does 50 mastery, if that makes sense, okay? So, again, looking back at this, you have 44 stamina. That doesn't make sense, right? I mean, even if you're going to get, 5% extra from Mark of the Wild, and you're going to get some modifiers from your talents, I mean, that's cool. You're probably looking at maybe 50 stamina or something like that. It's not going to be as good as the mastery, period. All right? Except on a fight like your Saj. Okay. Looking at his reforging, looks like he's going dodge mastery. Kind of looking at here, I'm not sure why he's really focusing on mastery instead of dodge in this situation. Let's see, if you find yourself main tanking most fights, I would focus on going dodge with your reforging instead of mastery. Okay. And I mean, like, you guys might always be like, well, Rig, you always are on your DK and your warrior and your paladin, you're always like, mastery, mastery, mastery. Well, yes, I am. But on a druid, it's a little bit different, Like, you're not going to want, I mean, just the way that a druid operates, it's not like the other classes, like on a warrior, mastery just keeps scaling, I mean, you get crit block and it, I mean, it's double the effectiveness of a normal block. As on a paladin, you want to just go stamina after you hit CTC cap. On a DK, you just want to keep going mastery, 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 just because if you use your cooldowns correctly, you don't really have a need for, more stamina or more avoidance. But the kind of the way that a druid works, I mean, you don't have any parry, it's just straight out dodge all around, and, the strengths as a druid is you're going to have more HP, you're going to have more armor, and by more armor I mean a significant amount more armor, and you're just kind of playing to the strengths of the druid. Like, you're going to have so much passive mitigation without worrying about your mastery that the avoidance kind of value is a little higher, if that makes sense. Just because, you don't have to worry about, I mean, it just works out differently because of how much more armor and health that a druid has, if that makes sense, okay? Checking out his professions real quick. Mining, JC. Just going to tell him drop mining for engineering or leatherworking. Okay. Then checking out his spec. And if you guys want to follow along with the spreadsheet, just scroll down to the bottom of the stream. You can click the Armory audit link, and it just goes right to that spreadsheet. It's kind of an ongoing thing that we've got happening. And I'm going to assume that this is the guy's feral spec, because this one has some weird-ass glyphs. So we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to say that it's this one. Okay? He's got the rebirth glyph. That's good. It's a maul glyph. Doesn't need the barkskin glyph. Not sure why he has that in there. I would recommend probably going Frenzy Regen glyph, or anything really. I mean, that's completely worthless. Berserk. Let me double check something. I am horrible with names, so I'm just going to hop over here and double check, make sure. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, just tell him to switch out barkskin glyph for either Frenzy Regen or something viable. You cannot be crit on a druid. So there is, or cannot be crit on a bear spect druid. So there is 0 point in having that glyph. Okay, and then spec wise, I mean it's yeah, pretty standard. If anything, it actually looks like he has points in something keeping him from getting. Oh wait, I'm looking at mine. It's the same though, I think. 32.9. I thought I only had 2 points in that. That's weird. Oh, never mind. I took it out of my interrupt. Okay, so he did this. He's got the interrupt. What is the difference? One of these things is not like the other. Oh, he doesn't have. Okay, that's what it is. He does not have Fairy Fire talent. Yeah. Drop either 2 points from your interrupt or 2 points from your King of the Jungle to pick up Fairy Fire, giving 3 stacks on 1 use. Okay, so that's pretty much it for him. Just went over a quick armory. You know, nothing special. He didn't have anything major messed up. The only thing really is just no cloak enchant, and you know, no 65 mastery to gloves, and yeah, so not looking that bad at all. All right, let's see here. The chat is bugged for me again, guys. Sorry, I've got to keep hitting refresh here to keep getting in pace with what's going on. So we got 8 new interactions. Got some Zoomkins played LOL with me. Buff Prot Pally. We don't facilitate the campaign to buff Prot Paladins here, broski. Tebow Lover, that one's a good one. The clap made me flat. Oh shit. Let's see what other ones we got going on here. Okay. So pick one of these out here. One thing that I did have somebody ask me the other day, and they wanted me to go over it here, is you know, they were asking about Impale CDs. I get asked this so often. It's really weird because I tweet this, I put it on my Facebook, you know, and even though I've done it several times, let me think here. I need to kind of switch this around. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you're... Okay, I already kind of added this. Paladin, Death Knight, Druid, Warrior. Paladin, Death Knight, Druid, Warrior. Paladin, Death Knight, Druid, Warrior. Paladin, Death... Okay, so it's on every one of the platforms. So this is kind of like what you would do if you were tanking this on whatever class, right? And the thing is that... you know, actually didn't even fill this out over here. What the order... I need to add a column for order... I can't even edit this. What's happening? What is happening? This is my spreadsheet. Why can I not edit this? Okay. Interesting concept. Well, since that's the case, we are just going to make a new one because I don't feel like messing around with that right now. Alright, so what we're going to do here, just going to copy all that shit, put it over here. Okay. So we're going to make a new spreadsheet for people to look at and, whoops, and kind of go off of. Alright. And I will link this, since I can obviously edit this one. I think somebody may actually ninja their way into ownership of the other one. But nonetheless, I don't really care. I'll just make a new one because it's not really that big of a problem. Okay? So just going to get this nice and dressed up the way that it should be. And go from here. And then people can reference this. I'll put a new link out on my Facebook and things like that. And that way everybody will be able to see it. Okay? And, you know, I mean, it's not that madness is that hard. It's more that just you have to have shit planned out. You can't just wing it. I mean, I guess you could wing it if you're really experienced with it. We're going to make an order here. We're going to make a order. Okay, this is a order of tanking. Impales. Okay. This is very key to success here. Okay. You need to... The Death Knight needs to be number 2. Okay, and then if you're a warrior, I guess it, fuck man, I kind of need to make more than one column. Let's say if you've got a, let's just go ahead and throw out DK Pally, okay? Let's say if it's DK Druid, Pally, Druid, warrior, or DK, actually let's just do this, DK warrior, and then DK. I think that covers all of them. Okay, so we're just going to go over each of the situations and go from there. Let's put one more in here. Impale order. Okay. And what we're going to do here is just kind of go over, you know, because it matters which impale you're taking. And the reason that it matters which impale that you're taking is because, you know, you can't just do the same impale every time, and I'll get to that in a second. So we're going to say if you have a DK Pally, okay, so, let's see, let me just, okay. If you have a DK Pally, you want the DK, the first platform, it does not matter, okay. The biggest thing is you have to have 70% mitigation base, okay? It is imperative that everybody in this has 70% mitigation base. So your dream is 50%, okay? And with that, you only need something like Bark Skin, Div Prot, Bone Shield, okay? Every one of those classes, that's 20% done deal. A warrior, since you're the special snowflake, you've got your show wall on a 2-minute CD instead of a 3-minute CD. It makes it a little bit different for them, okay? But you have to make sure that you have at least 70%, okay? So the first one, not a big deal. Doesn't matter. No one's blowing anything more than a 1-minute cooldown, or unless you're a warrior and you're blowing a 2-minute CD, okay? So, again, the first time you pick it up, the way that we do it, we have the Paladin pick it up first, and he pops his Ysera buff, and then Div Prot, okay? He can also, actually, another thing, you want to 3-point Wog with guarded by the light with wings active. Okay, I'm going to add that on there. This is just going to be the comments. Additional CDs. And then we're going to have major CDs and then minor CDs. Okay, so we're going to make this document better than what it was. Pretty sure somebody got a hold of this and messed it up earlier. So we're going to fix this and go from there. Okay, so we got class, major CDs, additional CDs, minor CDs, and let's just throw in a comments column. Okay, comments. All right, here. Anyways, first platform. Here you go. DK Pally, done deal. Right. Let's go ahead and merge these. I'm really big on making shit look good, man. I can't stand if shit looks sloppy. So you have to excuse me here. I have to make, if I ever make a spreadsheet, I'm really OCD with making it like look presentable and all that good stuff, okay? Anyways, okay. So impaled order as a DK plus what's any tank, okay, and then we'll add other ones for people that are non-DK or whatever. But okay, so again, Pally's picking it up first. You pop your Ysera, you pop Div Prod, you put wings up, throw a 3-point wog on yourself to get that absorb shield, okay. The biggest thing there is you didn't pop anything huge unless you're a warrior, okay. And if you're a warrior and you pop shield wall with your Ysera, that automatically means that you're not tanking the first impale on the next platform, okay? But right now we're going to fixate on DK Pally, okay? With DK Pally in there, what the hell is this? This should be over here, and this should be an every minute thing, or an every one thing, okay? Why the fuck? Should all be 8 size and then bold. No idea what's going on. And then warrior. Take it up the ass. I'm just kidding. Anyways. Okay, so we just changed some terminology here to keep people from losing their mind. Okay. Guardian. Alright, so then the second platform, you may be like, okay, the Paladin is not going to take the first one. The DK does, and then the Pally does, okay? And the reason for this is, because on this platform, the Pally takes the first one, and the DK takes the second one. Okay, this way the DK can have his IBF. You have your Dream on this one. You have your IBF on this one since you take it first. Okay, you tank it first on the second platform as a Death Knight. Then on the third platform, it doesn't matter if it's a Death Knight. Don't fixate on me saying a Death Knight. Just fixate on any tank class. Anything with a 3-minute CD, which is all but a warrior, alright? You need to take the first impale on the second platform so you can take the second impale on the third platform because it gives time for your 3-minute CDs to come up. So your CDs here, additional CDs, he needs a pain sup, 40%, and plus rallying cry plus Pally sack. Okay. The Pally needs a little bit more help here. He can also, you can wog. Whoops. Okay, so the wog thing on a Pally is an every time deal. We're going to put that in there. We're going to call it Guardians of Shield Wall. I'm going to put this in here, 50%. Put that in the Druid ones. Druid. Shield Wall. Okay. Death Knight, DRW, Bone Shield Army. Try to get 2 Blood Shield stacks. Always blood tap during impale cast. Okay, so we're going to put that in every one of the DK things. Okay. And then you guys may be like, well, if the DK tanks the second one here, how is he going to be able to... Okay. The beauty of a Death Knight is you have... sorry, I can't really see what you guys are talking about, really, because Twitch, their shit's fucked up right now, okay? So, just gotta deal with me. And, yeah, sorry. Okay, but hopefully this isn't lagging on the stream, it's just the chat. So anyways, let's just do this. CDs 2, 1, and then there. You got additional CD. That way, it's not comments. It's just additional cooldowns. Okay. Let's just actually. No, I don't want to call it that. Whatever. This works. Yeah. Again, first platform, it doesn't really matter who takes it first. No one's blowing more than a 1 minute cooldown. Second for a Death Knight, pretty much the biggest thing you need to have for an Impale is every single time that you tank it on the first, second, and third platform, you always have Bone Shield up. You always have Vamp Blood active. It doesn't really matter if it's glyphed or unglyphed. You can unglyph it for more HP. You can keep it glyphed for more absorb. That's up to you. Okay. So. Yeah, but the key here, the key to the Death Knight, okay, you've got your Dream on the first platform, you've got your IBF on the second and third because you switch what order you're doing it in. You take the first one on the second, and you take the second one on the third, okay? You take the first Impale on the second platform, and you take the second Impale on the third platform. And that doesn't really matter if it's a Death Knight, you can be a Paladin, a Druid, or a Death Knight, and that applies. The reason being is by taking the first one and then the next platform you take the second one, you're allowing your 3 minute cooldowns to come back up. Okay, so that is the most important thing to remember. Okay, and then when you get to this platform, you're going to be like, oh shit, but Rig, I just blew my IBF on the second time around. It's not going to be up. Well, guess what? On a Druid, what you need to do here is you pop Frenzy Regen and then Bark Skin. Also pop an armor pot potion, and let's put that over here, and let's say Pally Sack. Okay, Pally Sack's 30%, I think. Pretty sure. All right, let's just put that in there. Okay, so. The key here, you don't need a shield wall on a Druid because you have so much armor. And pop an armor potion and try to get a fresh disc shield active. Okay. The biggest thing there is, I mean, you can live that without a shield wall on a Druid by tanking the first one. We'll get to that. Do we really need... I don't know if I need these columns like this. I think I maybe can do it without it. You want the Druid tanking. Let's put the Warrior. If you have a Warrior, you want to do him on one. You want to do yeah. Let's just do it like this. Let me see if this is going to work. You want the Paladin on 2. You want the Druid or the DK on 1. You want the Warrior on 2. I don't think this will work though because. What if you have a Paladin Warrior combo? Then yeah, let's go back. We'll just have to do one for each, okay? Or you guys can just say, hey Rig, well this is the combo that we're doing it with, and then I can tell you the order they need to go in, okay? Order of Impales was a DK plus whatever. I mean, we could just make 4 columns. A DK plus whatever, a Pally plus whatever, and, you know, things like that. DK, LOL, you know, I mean, it does not matter. There's no real even point to doing this one because it's the same shit. So if you have a DK Druid, you want to have you pretty much want to have the DK doing the same ones regardless. Okay, so basically if you have a DK in your raid, the DK will be doing the order there. Okay, so if you're a DK Druid, you know you're going to be 1, 1, 1, and 2. Okay, so let me make sure my math is right here. If the Druid is doing it, oops. Yeah, the Druid is doing it. He pops his Survival Instincts, and he's doing it here. Yeah, he's going to need to get this shit on him. He can... Man, this just jacks everything up. If I'm trying to do it for every single class, I would really almost have to make a diagram for any of them. So what I'm going to do here is... whatever. You get the point, okay? I'll go ahead and link this in here, share it to anybody that has a link they can view, blah, blah, blah. Change. Anyone with a link. Save. Okay, so we're going to get this copied. I'll actually work on this, get it trimmed up. But here you guys go. I'll go ahead and throw it on there, and then I'll go ahead and toss it in Twitter. I'm just going to go ahead and say, you know, updated Impale spreadsheet. Okay, and you know, we'll toss it on there, and then we can toss it on Facebook. Okay, let me just get on my Pally's account, or my DK's account. Pally, good God, what's wrong with me? Okay, so here's my DK's Facebook here. If you guys want to add me, go for it. Impale. Whoops. Impale. Updated. Impale spreadsheet. Okay. So you're gonna toss it in there. Boom. Done deal. Okay, so if you guys want to, you know, keep track of that, blah blah blah, you can do so. Okay. Let's see. Heroic Madness Impales. Trying to think here if I need to. I need to basically make a category for each one of these. I need to make one with a DK Pally, and then yeah, this is. But okay, so I will end up doing that, but right now, this is, you guys get the gist, right? If you want to switch around some stuff, you kind of see how we've got it going on. If you've got a Paladin, put them in the same order as the Pally is here. If you have a DK, take this and use it as a model. That's what I want you guys to do. Okay, so if you have a, if your guild is working on Madness and you have a Druid, that's the easiest one. Just put that in place of the Death Knight. All right, the Death Knight. You know, when I take it on my Druid, I do the same order as my Death Knight. Okay. If you have a Warrior, you kind of want to put them in the same position as the Paladin. So I mean, if there is a Warrior combo, to be honest, you know, if you've got a double Warrior is better than like Warrior Pally, or well, no, I won't say that. Double Warrior is better than like Warrior DK. But the reason I say double Warrior is better than Warrior DK is because the Warriors can safeguard each other. You know, I mean, that's an additional 30% for every single Impale. You know, so it kind of negates the fact that you know, Prot Warrior is a little more weak towards the Impale just because you can't block it. But you know, double Warrior synergizes really well on that. I'm gonna have to definitely do some work on this spreadsheet. Kind of figure out, you know, how to make it make sense for any combination and have people be able to look at it. Okay, but I mean, you guys get to see it. That's DK Pally. That's what me and Absalom did. The number one thing here is just, you know, make spreadsheets like these. You don't need me to, you know, have to be the one showing you how to do this and things like that. I mean, I will, obviously. I'm just saying that the big, you know, you guys have heard the saying, you teach a man, or you know, you catch a man a fish, he has dinner for the night. You know, you teach a man to fish, he's got dinner for the rest of his life. You know, so I'm trying to teach you guys how to do this stuff on your own. So it's like, you know, hey Rig, thanks for teaching me how to do this, and now it made me a better player. You know, so that's kind of the goal here. But like I said, you know, I mean, this kind of stuff you'll find on the stream. If you're new here, make sure to hit that follow button. We're almost at 4K. But not going to harp too much on the Madness stuff. I do not. Let me see questions here. I thought armor didn't affect the Impale. False. You're wrong. It does. Let's see. Just wait in order the attention to see order. If your screen is green, right click on your feed, hit settings. Let me just show you guys here. Alright, if this is what you're looking at and it's green, just right click, you go to settings, and then it is in, where's this at? There is one of these. There, this one. You want to uncheck enable hardware acceleration. You want to have that unchecked. Okay? You click on the little TV down here. You unclick that and then close it, and then it'll go back to normal. Okay, so there's your technical lesson for the day. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other. My chat's lagging again. I'm going to go ahead and have to hit refresh here. I'm going to go back to the Twitter stuff and kind of see what we've got going on here. We've got Dexter made me do it. Let's see what else. Where was the one that played League with Dan? Where was that guy at? Okay. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go over this guy. So So we got a prop pally. Go ahead and add him to the spreadsheet here. Add him in. So go here, pally, and then bounce back and forth here. Check out his gymming. Center actually gave me a website that we're going to use here. I'm going to go ahead and toss it in here for you guys to check out. Okay, boom, got it. Alright, here, tossing this in chat. This website is the shit. Oh, JK, I'm not tossing this in chat because chat doesn't work. Cool stuff, Twitch. Cool stuff. Okay. So I'll leave this up here when chat loads for me. I can't even see your guys' questions or anything. So we're just going to go with this. The way this works is you put this guy's name in, which is Tenon. So we're just going to copy and paste Tenon on server this. Paranoid, or however you say this. And we're going to search for player. And then what this does, you put his, say Mastery Food, Kings of the Wild, or King of the Wild, Kings or Mark of the Wild, and let's also, where is Horn of Winter? Okay, boom, done deal. Okay, he is over the CTC cap. Alright, so you don't ever have to hear me say, well, I'll assume this prop pally or this warrior's of the CTC cap. Alright, we already know just by going through that. So let's keep stuff organized here. So let's take a look at his gymming. He is over the CTC cap. Looks like he's focusing on stamina after getting the CTC cap, which is good. Okay, and then 1% show up. So he's good. But, whoops. Here. Good work on getting epic gems. What the fuck? I didn't type that. I guess it was auto-correct. Auto-fill in. Let's check out his enchants. Earthen Ring, that's good. That's good. Greater Stam, Protection, Superior Dodge, Greater Mastery, Drakehide, Mastery. Mastery Windwalk, good across the board on enchants. So we're going to go ahead and give him a thumbs up here. We're going to check out his Reforging. Mastery Dodge. I'm actually going to go through and look at these because I've been bit a lot by... First off, let's look. You want to keep your stats balanced, right? So we're going to defense. Keep in mind here, though, your parry is going to go up in a raid situation because of things like Mark of the Wild, because of things like, Horn of Winter, and which means your parry is going to increase, whereas your dodge is going to stay the same. So you see here, he's like 0.9 below on parry, but that's going to increase with raid buffs. So should put him right around where he needs to be. So we're just going to go through here. Mastery Dodge, that's good. Mastery Dodge, that's good. Here he reforged out of the Dodge into Mastery, which is good. That's correct, yes. Then he's got a PvP cloak on. What? Why are you wearing a PvP cloak, bro? I don't get it. Maybe because of how much Mastery? Let me check something. Mine has 50 Mastery with... this is an interesting concept. With a gem. So with the gem, you're looking at 100 Mastery. And he has 200 Mastery. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting concept. You lose a lot of avoidance stats. Let's see. 430 stamina. This is interesting. Has more stam too. I have yet to see somebody with a PvP cloak on, but it does not look that horrible. The biggest thing though is you're losing expertise, irrelevant. During this content, that's changing in MOP, but let's see. He's losing 261 parry. I'm interested in this. I like learning, and this is a prime example of being able to learn from other people. Okay, so you got, let's see here. I'm losing, okay, so 261 parry. What the fuck am I doing? Let's use Wowhead. This thing called indef. We're going to compare this. Okay, and then we're going to add an item. And we're going to add cataclysmic, cataclysmic, or let's just type in cloak of prowess. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so let's take a look here. Can you reforge shit in this? Yeah, here we go. Let's reforge that expertise into mastery. And you can't really, yeah. Be really... Okay, so... Let's look. You're gaining 24 stamina by going with this. You're losing... You're gaining... Let's put a gem in this. Oh, can we put a gem in this? Can we put a gem in this, bro? Add gem. Boom. Okay. This is pretty good here. Alright, so... Strength, negligible. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, strength is negligible. Your... Whoops. Okay. It's 200, you're losing... I don't know about this, man. I don't know about this, dog. It's 1 point... Sorry, I can't see what anybody's saying in chat. The chat's messed up, bros. I can't see it, and it bothers me to no end, because I know people have got questions. This is a QA session, and I can't even hear what people are... I'm sorry, I can't hear. I can't read what you guys want to ask me. I'm sure there's tons of stuff being asked about everything that we're going over, as there usually is, but Twitch chat servers are down, so I can't really see, but at least you guys can hear me, and we can go with this. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to see what I'm looking at, again, I'll go ahead and show you here. That's it, right? Done deal. Loading. I know I have 309 viewers, so the odds of no one asking any questions is pretty slim. But with that said, let's just stick it out with this. So basically, it comes down to, do you want 1.53% avoidance, or do you want 0.51 mastery? To be honest, I would probably... you guys don't understand. Chat is not working. It's not been working all day. Go over to multiple streams and say that... Or, you know, you can see that chat is buggy for everyone. It's not me just making up shit. I'm aware I can hit refresh. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. We've been doing this for about 50 minutes straight now. Chat has worked for about 10 minutes of those 58 minutes. Or 48 minutes, sorry. So, for the people that are saying, just try refreshing, man. No shit. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Anyways, getting back to this. Yeah, I don't know. This is pretty close. I guess, I mean, if you absolutely needed mastery, but I mean, that's a lot of, you know, I'm not, you know, you always hear me promote mastery over avoidance, but to the point of, I mean, this is basically like 3-to-1 ratio, you know, putting mastery at a 3-to-1 ratio over, you know, avoidance and things like that. So, yeah. I'm going to just annotate that here. It's actually, I'm just going to put that in additional comments. Read up a bit on that cloak versus the VP one. Be interested to see the math on which is actually better. Basically comes down to what was it? Can I link this? Link. Okay. So I'm going to take this. And I'm going to just put it in here. Boom. No. Gives you less mastery, but you're losing ability stats by reforging out of the dodge. Let me make sure that was it. Parry into mastery, that's good. Parry mastery, parry mastery. And again here, same with ring. Parry to dodge. Okay. Check out his professions, alchemy, blacksmithing. Those are good. And let's check out his spec. He's got guarded by the light. It's one thing. Word of glory glyph. And yeah. So not bad at all. Spec good. Glyphs swap out div prot as needed, obviously. And then professions good. Okay, so it's another tank audit done. It's actually a pretty good one. That's I like seeing audits that make me think, and this one definitely makes me think because I want to know. Look at some. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a super math guy, but yeah, I would definitely be interested to see somebody run the results and see which one is better on that. Per point. 1-to-1, yes. Let's see. You guys are looking at that cloak like it's an armor stam and mastery gain. I mean, like, it's a 24 stam gain and a 24 armor gain. So just being like, oh, well, you're gaining these stats, but you're losing 271, you know, parry. I mean, like, that's a lot. I don't, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's a no contest. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't think that it's worth it to lose that much avoidance to get that, you know, that little mastery or whatever. So, okay, let's see here. I'm not sure how many other people, so we're going to try to, I guess, just blaze through a quick, maybe one more. Let's see who added a nice little note with their stuff, with their armory audit. Alright, here's this guy here. I want to give him that link that I put in here. No, don't bark. What's wrong with you? Dog's going crazy. Riggnaros. Boom, I like this. Riggnaros. Let's check this out. Alright, so we got a Death Knight. Let's put this on here. Alright. DK. I'm going to power through this one real quick. And, let's see. I see people link the chat's actually working again now. If you guys want me to look at your armory, put it on my Twitter, and I pick several out of those during the show, and then we add them to the spreadsheet, okay? So, you know, in before, I don't have, you know, I'm not signing up for Twitter. Well, guess what? I'm not going over your armory. There's no point in linking it in chat. You know, if you don't have a Twitter, go make one. If you don't want to go make one, go watch someone else's stream. If you don't have 30 seconds to sign up for it, I don't have 5 to 10 minutes to go over your fucking armory. So, thanks. Anyways, getting back to this, alright, that guy's banned. Later. Getting back to this. Check out the gems. Mastery, okay, so we're good there. Armor, so that's good. Gemming is good to go. Enchants, good. Get Therazine Exalted. Therazine exalted for shoulder enchant. Let's keep going here. Protection, that's good. Put 75 stamina chest. Get 75 stam to chest. You guys may be like, well, Rick, why are you such an asshole? What if people don't want to use Twitter? That's fine, bros. I mean, but don't get mad at me for, or don't get upset at me because you don't want to do something that is kind of what I've got going on. You guys are on my stream. I'm willing to help you guys out, but I'm telling you the rules at which that has to happen. So if you don't think that, if you don't think that you're, I mean, if you just don't want to go sign up, take 30 seconds, sign up for Twitter, that's completely fine. But don't be in chat bitching about me not looking at your armory because you're putting it in chat. It's that simple, okay? I'm not trying to be an asshole. That is what it is. This is, me doing this shit for hours and hours a week, every month, after the end of the total, at the end of the year, you go back and look at how many hours out of the year that I spend going through armories, answering people's questions and things like that. If I want you to sign up to Twitter and go that way, you guys gotta understand, the more Twitter followers, the more Twitter interaction I have, the more it helps me. I'm not asking you guys to donate money. I'm asking you to put this stuff on Twitter, okay? It's not complicated. Anyways, 65 mastery to gloves. Mastery to gloves. And let's see what else we got going on. Drake hide, that's good. Mastery, that's good. Okay, so the rest of these enchants pretty solid. Gymming was fine. Stone Skin Gargoyle, that's good. Let's check out Reforging. Got Mastery Dodge. Just looking here, parrying a dodge, that's good. Expertise in a dodge, that's good. That's good. 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 And good. Okay, so Reforging, solid. Solid. Okay. Let's check out Professions. Got Alchemy, Jewel Crafting. Just gonna go ahead and chime in on this. Finish leveling up your profs. Okay. Actually, what was the low one? Drop my IMO drop JC for engineering while you still have it very low. Okay. Let's check out, and the reason, I mean, you guys know why I want to promote, why I promote engineering so much, just because it has so much raid utility. Let's take a look at glyphs, solid glyphs around the board. Spec, put the 1 point of virulence into epidemic. Virulence is not doing anything for you. Your disease damage is negligible. Okay. Glyphs, good, and then drop the 1 point from disease damage and put it into epidemic. I knew I'd spell it wrong. Okay, and just kind of so that's good. All right, good stuff. It's a DK on Illidan. Good stuff, man. That's my server, so it's always good to see DK tanks from Illidan. I like that. Okay. Now that chat's working, I'm going to go ahead and throw this in here again. If you guys ever need to use the CTC site and things like that. Yes, it's just for block tanks. You got to understand that CTC only exists for block tanks. It's the way that it works. It's your combined dodge, parry, boss miss, and things like that. So, you can't do it on a druid or a death knight. It's just not how it works. Okay, that's why paladins and warriors can block cap. That's what that means. Let's see, just scrolling through here. First off, I just want to go ahead and apologize for the chat being shitty all around. I was talking to Affinity, actually. He said his was messing up again today, too. So I'm not really sure what they've got going on. Maybe they're upgrading chat servers or something like that. Just seems very inconsistent and things of that nature. But nonetheless, at least we got the stream going. I wish I could have got to answer a lot more of you guys' questions. I will keep updating this, this Impale spreadsheet. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in chat one more time if anybody's got questions on this. I know there was one guy that was actually asking, Rig, what about Impales? I couldn't really get to him. I mean, if you said something in chat, like I said, my chat was really messing up quite a bit. So if you guys still have questions that I was unable to answer, do me a favor, put them on Twitter. If you don't want to use Twitter to ask me a question, send me a PM in Twitch, And again, the Wednesday Q&A sessions, the armories that I pick are picked from Twitter, and that is what it is. If you don't want to sign up, I mean, tough shit. Okay. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys got some questions answered. And, you know, hopefully they get some more beta content, like some level 90. They let us level to 90. They get some heroic 5-mans and stuff going. And I can't wait for those. I'll have them everyone uploaded on my YouTube and things like that. So one thing about the YouTube, I'm going to just pretty much leave it at this. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, okay? If you guys can, please hit the subscribe button on my YouTube. And I'm almost at 1,000. That would be great if I go ahead and get there. Every one of these shows that I do is uploaded on YouTube and uploaded to the corresponding playlist. So whether that's, you know, we had an entire segment of weekly Dragon Soul heroic boss walkthroughs, and it goes over every single boss in Dragon Soul in depth as you're going to get it. Especially things like Spine and Madness. Those are over an hour long each. It's a long watch, but you know, that's kind of the content that you get here. This isn't the Cliff Notes short version where you know, it's like, hey man, you know, just tell me real quick what I need to know. No, that's not what you're going to get. I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know and why, how, and you know, when it needs to happen. Outside of the Madness stuff, you've got everything. The playlists are over here on the right. They've got, you know, the Miss beta action coming up. Like I said, every one of the heroic 5-mans we do, every one of the normal raid bosses, every bit of the leveling stuff, all that, it's all going to be documented and put on YouTube. I've already got quite a few videos on here, so it's not like this is a new deal. You know, I'm just showing you guys, if you're new here, kind of what to expect. Here's some Riggs reaction stuff. This is what some of the guys in the guild make. I don't really have much to do with that. Opti and them usually make that. It's just me pretty much getting mad at people or us laughing at people making mistakes in raids. And then outside of that, you know, you got raid leader discussion. You've got these tank QA sessions. This will be uploaded and put in there. And then you got the tank talk like we have last week. And then, you know, special guest interviews, everything, man. All the stuff that's on the stream is found on the YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, hit subscribe. And, you know, like I said, I'm about to break 1,000. So, you know, we just got 6 right there. So, you know, the more the better. Again, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show and learned something. And if not, just send me a PM on Twitch or Twitter, one of the two, and I'll try and help you out. All right. So thanks again for watching. I want to chill out a little bit before the raid. We have a 20-man Dragon Soul heroic coming up with 5 buyers. Okay. So you know, the buyers can either be super good, they can be not so good, and you know, those are usually fun raids to watch just because it gets a little brutal at times because of so many buyers and things like that. Following the 25-man, we're going to be doing 10-man full clear heroic. Okay, so got a lot of action going on tonight in less than an hour, and you know, you guys make sure to hang around with that. For right now, I'm just going to chill a little bit before the raid and run a few commercials. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Good talk.